today from Force Impact Airsoft. Today we have a gun review, and this gun review happens to be on the APS ASR 114. Now this gun is actually brand new to APS's line. It also has a brother, the APS 115. Now this particular model has the 10.5-inch barrel, where its brother has the 12-inch barrel and also has the canted iron flip-up sights. So that's pretty cool. They have the two brothers there in the series. But this gun is actually really nice. Now, being that it comes in the $240 price range, you're going to get a lot of neat stuff with it. And the first thing that you notice when you pull this thing out of the box is definitely the looks. Now, when you're looking at this gun, it's very aesthetically pleasing. You have the match grade muzzle brake or flash hider on the end here. We also have the EV Tech key mod, which is manufactured by APS. It also has the markings on the numberings all the way up the monolithic rail. We have the Rhino APS flip-up sights with two different sight pictures actually. We have the pistol sights that are dotted for low light situations, and then we have our rifle sights which are adjusted for windage on the rear and elevation in the front. So that's really sweet. The aesthetic features are really cool on the front end. Moving back, we have a metal body. It's actually made out of some sort of alloy. It's actually very sweet, very good finish on the gun. We have a KAC style trigger guard, which also adds the aesthetic beauty. A 300 round capacity UMAG from APS, still looking really cool. And as we move on back, we actually have three different sling mounts on the back of the buffer tube for your 1-point slings. We have a very good finish on the buffer tube, very textured crane stock on the cheek welds here, and we also have a textured lever for the adjustments. We also have the buffer tube numbered for your different positions, as you can see there. It also has the hole displaying what position you're on in your current state. So that's really sweet. Overall, the gun is just very aesthetically pleasing. Also, as I forgot to note, we have the charging handle extended latch right here, so you can just pull the extended latch instead of having to do the standard charging handle maneuver. Also, a lot of cool features come with this gun, not just the aesthetics. We have a QD sling mount that comes with the gun where you can put in 4 different places, 2 on the sides of the key mod, and we can put it on both sides of the crane stock on the rear. So that's pretty sweet. We also have a bunch of different features internally. We have a metal hop-up unit right out of the box. We also have the Silver Edge gearbox in this from APS, which is supposed to be a brand new gearbox. You can look at Deathcore Airsoft's video on it for more details on that. But we also have this cool EBB system, which is actually affixed to the piston. So it does have a very nice EBB system. You don't have a separate unit up top, so when you're working on your gun, that doesn't get in the way. And that's about it internally. But we do have another cool feature. We have the actual working charging, a bolt catch. So that's pretty cool. It's to adjust your hop up real quick, and then you can just slam it forward when you're done. Now the EBB on this is very loud. Not much gear noise from the internals, which is really nice. I like that a lot. APS did a really good job on this gun. Overall, it's just a very balanced gun, and it just feels very pointable, and it's very maneuverable, definitely. The accuracy is really good. I'll do a shooting test here after this video, but let's get into a couple specs on the gun. To start off, you're getting a 390 feet per second out of the factory. Now, the factory from APS does guarantee that you're going to get a 2 feet per second leeway. So either 2 feet per second over or 2 feet per second under when you receive your gun. So you're definitely getting a solid feet per second, and you know what you're getting right out of the box. Now, this gun shooting at 390, almost 400 feet per second, is actually going to be really hot for CQB, and I know it's kind of hard for you CQB people to use it since it is a 10.5-inch barrel. So yes, that is kind of a downfall, but at the same time you can change out your spring and just make that, I know it's kind of inconvenient, but you can make it CQB ready. So yeah, that's about it. I can go into a couple more specs. Off the top of my head, this gun does weigh around 8.4 pounds because it does have the full metal construction, so you're definitely getting that real steel feel. That was pretty cool. I liked how I said that, real steel feel. So yeah, you get that. Also, we have an 800 rounds per minute rate of fire, which is actually really good. That's with an 8.4 volt. So definitely in the 9.6 that actually AirSplat included in my package with a charger, which wasn't supposed to come with the gun, but it's still overall AirSplat messed up. So I ended up getting a free battery and charger, which was really nice. Thank you guys. Usually they mess up and it's not really good, but this one was for the better this time. Something that I forgot to mention is actually you do have the 3 segments for the key mod, which you can affix on any part of the rail depending on what you're trying to run. So that's really neat. But yeah, let's get to the firing test, and I will see you guys out on the range.
Okay, hey guys. So for this test, we're going to be using .2 G&G BBs. They're pretty high quality, I believe, and I mean, I'm not advocating the use of them, but they are pretty decent BBs. So we're going to do 3 different targets, one at 40 feet, one at 65 feet, and another at 110 feet. I just measured them out. I'll give you just kind of a view of the range of things. You can see the targets right there is 40, there is 65, and then there's 110. I'll show you the aftermath a little later, after this video commences, or ends, I mean. But for right now, I'm just going to take some shots of the targets on semi. I'll give 5 rounds each until the just to the first 2, and then the last one we'll give it a couple shots because I know it's going to take a couple tries. Alright, so here we go. 40 feet. Alright, that's 5 at 40 feet. 5 at 65. 5 at 65. Alright, we'll do 10 at 110, just to make sure. Oh, 7, right? Alright, well, I don't think we hit the 110 footer, but we definitely hit the 40 and we definitely hit the 65. Let's just try it on full auto. Why not? Alright, first on the 40. Alright, now on the 65er. Now on 110. Give it a couple more. Alright, and that's about it. I'll get back to you and show you the targets.
Okay, YouTube, so here's our final results. We have our 40, 65 foot, and our 110 foot. I'll start with the 40. It's actually really funny because I was guiding down my optic because I don't really have it sighted in, so I was taking a couple shots. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits on the 40. Now that's with the 5 with the short burst of full auto. You guys can count in the video how many times a shot with the full auto, calculate that. On the 65 we fared a lot better, ignoring these minor holes because those are where the nails were. We have 1, 2, 3. Not sure if that's a tear or a hit. I'm just going to call it a hit because I believe it is. There's another one. Another one up at the top, and one in the center. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 hits on the target. We actually only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the actual target. But we do have a bullseye, so I believe it did better at 65 feet than it did at 40, which is very nice. Now moving on to 110 feet, obviously this was a bit harder range for the gun, especially hitting something like this literally almost as big as your hand. You got 1 shot out of all those rounds that I put down there. But definitely if you're going to be shooting at a torso-sized target at 110 feet, you're definitely going to be able to hit something. If you can hit one thing about a hand-sized target, you're definitely going to be able to hit something at 110 feet. Unless you're using this for match quality like competitions, then I don't really see any problem with this outcome. I'm just glad I got a shot on it, to be honest. Like I said, I also was guiding. I probably should have used the iron sights. But like I said, we did really good at 65 feet. That helps solidify that the gun is pretty accurate. I should have probably did somewhere in between like an 80 just to show you guys. But 110, we did hit once, so that's good enough. I think just to kind of satisfy all the viewers out there, they're like, it's a shitty gun. I'm going to take a torso-size target, which is actually my wheelbarrow or body-size target, and I'm going to put it out at 110 feet, and we'll shoot at it and see how many hits we get. All right, so I'll be back in a sec.
All right, so kind of just to give you guys a real quick size comparison, I'll go stand by the wheelbarrow. All right, so we'll be shooting at that size target at about 110 feet. There's our tree that we had the target on earlier. I'm gonna leave the camera down here and I'll shoot.
So in review, the ASR 114 is definitely a really good gun for the $240 price range. It's definitely one of those guns where it's just completely aesthetically built, and internally it's a very solid setup. So it's just really good for the price range. APS put a lot into this, and they really deserve the props for this. It's a mad awesome gun. For $240, they squeezed all the features in: 10-inch key mod, match grade flash hider, Rhino flip-up sights, KAC style trigger guard. They have the key mod rails, the QD mount, the electric blowback system, a metal hop-up unit, the silver edge gearbox. I mean, it's just a really solid gun, and it's right out of the box, ready to be played. All you have to do is have your external accessories such as sights and grips, and you're ready to go. And for this gun, I'd probably rate it a 4.5 out of 5. I really love this gun, and there's really not much you can do to this gun to make it better. The only thing I would have liked to seen is APS probably squeezing a tight bore barrel in there. I know that that's kind of asking a lot, but they really did good with what they have. It's a nice gun, and you really can't beat it. APS, good job to you. Kudos to you guys. You guys did a good job. This gun and the Guardian M4 is very pleased with them. Probably do more APS stuff in the future. I know that they're a relatively new company. They're trying to come out, and they're doing pretty decent, so I'll give you guys some insight on them. Definitely this gun is a good gun to pick up. Very safe, very reliable gun. So yeah, I think that's about it for today, guys. I'll see you guys later. This is Voodoo signing off from Force Impact Airsoft, and as always, stay frosty.